This is gonna be the go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, place to be.
For reaction. There is an equal and opposite. Reaction. React to this. theLAFFeffect. The new shit. This boy is fire.
For my next trick, I'm going to explain basics how the immune system functions. And I'm going to use an analogy that I hope people will be able to follow and enjoy, talking about something that I like, which is Star Wars. So, first and foremost, let's start off with the kinds of things that can make people sick. There are only basically 4 kinds of pathogens that human beings worry about. They come in one of these 4 varieties, if you will. Viruses, ding ding ding, which we're talking about right now because of, the pandemic. Bacteria, like the E. coli that's in all of our guts. In fact, the coli is its name because it was isolated from the human colon to begin with. Then we got parasites like malaria. And then we have fungal infections, which run the gamut of things that can infect us, because fungi are just, little tiny little things growing on their own, but they like to grow in warm, damp, moist places, so they can grow on human beings too if they get the opportunity to do so. Those are the 4 kinds of things that we worry about that cause disease, infectious disease, in human beings. Now, we're going to say that all of those things and the different varieties of viruses, but let's stick with viruses because, pandemic. Those different variety of viruses are like stormtroopers. Because in stormtroopers, there's a lot of different kinds of stormtroopers, right? You got your droid, you got your rocket troopers, you got your mountain troopers, you got your guys on the speeders, you got your scouts, you got your guys in the ATSTs, you got your guys in the ATATs, you got the guys with the big boom things that can boom, 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 and they actually hit, they can block lightsabers and stuff. There's a lot of kinds of stormtroopers, especially over all the many generations of Star Wars that there have been. So these are the different things that your body has to defend against. And inside of your body, you have immune cells. Specifically being T cells, there are a whole bunch of other cells that I could get into, but we're just going to call them immune cells and say, we're talking about the adaptive immune response specifically. That those immune cells are the Jedi. Now these Jedi, they badass. They can take out 100,000 stormtroopers. You've seen the movies. It's no problem. They're badass. But each individual Jedi, because there are a lot of them, different kinds, different planets, different places, different amounts of midichlorians, they can only recognize a specific kind of stormtrooper. When they recognize that kind of stormtrooper, game on. But they can only recognize a specific kind of stormtrooper, each different kind of Jedi. And so when that Jedi sees stormtroopers invading the body, he sees, oh my God, it's the green ones with the camouflage. That's my thing. He says, oh, I got to go over there. But first he's like, let me make more of myself. I'm going to clone myself. Because it's like 100,000 stormtroopers coming in. It's one of me, I'm badass, but I can't get all of those dudes, And it's going to take me a while to clone myself, but we coming. Eventually, now it's like 1,000 of that guy. He's like, all right, we about to get these fools now. That takes a while. Typically, we call that the primary immune response. Takes up 12, 14, 15, 16 days. So while the stormtroopers are going around blowing up stuff inside of your body, Jedi's, replicating. He getting ready to take them out. Takes a while, but then he does. And yeah, you're over it. Whew, you're good. That's what we try to do when we give you a vaccine. We say, hey, we're going to show those Jedi, that one, the thing that might be sick, make you sick in the future. The stormtrooper that might show up. And then that Jedi makes a lot of himself. And now, in the future, You got 1,000 of those Jedi. That same one looking around, waiting for that damn green and black camouflage stormtrooper to show up. So when he shows up again, 100,000 of them and his buddies, you got 1,000 red Jedi ready to go. Now, they wipe them out in 5 days or so, 7 days. And they always make more. We call those memory cells, those Jedi that stay around your whole life, so that they're ready whenever that specific stormtrooper shows up. You got a population that responds faster, in greater numbers, and that's what makes you immune. But it's important to recognize again that all that happens inside of the body. Vaccines don't make force fields that prevent pathogens from getting inside of your body. They prevent infections from making you end up really sick or possibly in the hospital.